Hello and welcome. So today I'm going to show you how I solved the Guardian's Quiptic crossword. This is set by Picaroon. It was published on Sunday the 20th of October 2024. So I've actually just done the solve and it took me just a little over 20 minutes. There's a little bit of struggle getting into it and I managed to record it without any sound. So it's pointless showing you a video that's just kind of me typing away with no clues being read out. So I thought what I'd do is I'd just go through the clues, explain those, because I know people sometimes like that. I'll try and recreate it as I did it. So let's have a look. So one across, challenges criminal trials. Now I got stuck on school. This is actually my last answer, and the only thing I could really derive from this was that if I've got challenges and criminals, I can put an S there, because both, I think it's a double definition. So I want a word that means challenges and I want a word that means criminal trials, and they both end in S, so there's an S there. Six across, elder sister. Well, it's got a question mark which suggests it's a cryptic one. So I was thinking elder sister, that's something like a mother superior, but I couldn't figure it out. So not a great start because 2 clues down. 9 across, at heart, pronoun is exceptionally inclusive in terms of gender. Didn't mean a lot to me. Wondered if at heart meant look in the middle of pronoun for the middle letter, which is an N. Couldn't really figure anything out, so I went on to this one and I finally got an answer here. 10 across, Howard so excited for travelling entertainment. I could see that Howard so is 8 letters, excited is good anagram indicator, and I could then see maybe I've got show there and eventually figured out it's roadshow. So I got one finally. This one, another tough clue. I'm just going to sneeze, excuse me. You said softly compiling crosswords is distressing. Read that, didn't understand a word of that. Moved on. Next one I got was this, and stray cuckoo for lecherous woodland god. A couple of wooden god. I suddenly thought, it's 5 letters. Stray is 5 letters. Cuckoo could be an anagram indicator, and it's a satyr, which is a hard it's a bit of general knowledge, or not so general knowledge, that you will come across in crosswords. Pay no attention to signora with no clothing and energy. So okay, so I looked at this and thought, take the signora with no clothing means take off the S and the A, which gives us ignore, and then energy is an E, and that gives us ignore, which is pay no attention to. So fair enough. 17. This is my second last one in actually. Letters seen on taps. So I was thinking, well, okay, the letters seen on taps are hot and cold, H and C. So I was trying things like hand, H and C. C and H, how to spell it, couldn't get there, so I came back to it, as I will show you later. 18 across, Barbie's bow regularly unveils pet shelter, so Barbie's bow is Ken, and then regularly unveils, had a look at this, the alternate letters went UVI, doesn't help, NEL, Ken, NEL, and that's kennel, which is a pet shelter. Involve English translation of Latin, so we've got kind of see translation of Latin is 5 letters for Latin. E for English would give us 6 letters. Bit of thinking later, put the E and then get entail, which is to involve something. So now I looked at the downs, and I saw bagel the other day as an O, so bagel is an O shape, and in tennis if you beat someone 6-love in a set you're said to have bageled them, so the O is bagel. We've got nuggets, start of nuggets is an N, so what could go in the middle? Own, there's a W for with, and if you have something you own it, fair enough. In art institute, sun shows discernment. Well, the only art institute I could think of was the Tate Gallery, comes up a lot of galleries. So then I was thinking sun, state, and then I thought about it, actually it's in that, so put an S into that, gives you taste, which is discernment. 4 down, vexed stars, possibly desperate for it. Could see that I'm looking at a 10-letter word. There's 10 letters in vexed stars. Had a go on the anagram thingy, couldn't get that. Tried it, couldn't figure out if there's an anagram in there. So had to move on. This one, bear crossing river in desert. Got my R for river. Couldn't think bears are like to polar bears. Deserts of the Sahara Desert. Couldn't see that one. Moved on. A long way off. Nadal. turned up. So saw Nadal turned up, Rafa Nadal, put it upwards, gives you a far. So Chief, so I had a look at these letters going into it, saw the word samba style, thought bossa nova, and that fits the clue, which is boss for chief, American for A, and a star is a nova. A little bit of a fun, complicated one here. So conservative, interrupting small bank clerk, one fighting an account. So I think what's a bank clerk? Bank clerk. Eventually remembered it's a teller. We've got an S there, and at that point it kind of clicked in that a conservative is a Tory, which gives us a storyteller. So one providing an account is a storyteller. Clever surface, actually all geared towards thinking about banks. Another anagram here. Numbers of pearls I link clumsily. So I can see pearls I link is probably 11 letters. Tried the anagram thingy for a while to get to numbers. Couldn't see what that was. Moved on. This one, hero sent in rocks. This is a fake rock. We think about diamonds, ice for rock. Thought it might be an anagram, hero sent, hero in there somewhere, can't really figure it out, so moved on again. This one, I've got the N and the N in place, looked at he and I intent to organise important birthday. Organise making me think anagram, he and I, important birthday, banged in 90th. Let me just check I'm still on the screen for this clue. Yep. So expects disastrous Tory PM to admit fault ultimately. The last letter of fault is a T. Disastrous Tory PM, the first thing I thought was Liz Truss. So yeah, that's trusts. Put the T in there, and if you expect something, you're trusting it. Right, so now I went back and had a look at the across clues. Still couldn't do one across to that. Now, elder sister, with those letters in, it's an abbess, isn't it? Yeah, mother superior type character. This one, at heart, pronoun is exceptionally inclusive in terms of gender. Eventually, I kind of twigged that maybe there was just a hidden word in here, and we've got unisex in pronoun is exceptionally. So, and at heart, it's taking us to look in there, and inclusive in terms of gender is unisex. So now we've got an X on our down clue. So I had another play around with the anagram thing. Had a look at what letters I had available to me that could go in there. It's only an A and E vowel, so it could only be an A or an E. And then I tried putting in the letters that go ahead of that and came up with sex, which then led me to use the anagram thingy to get to sex starved. So that's good. At this point, still couldn't get one across. I mean, I said it's my last one then. It's actually quite a simple clue when you get there, but I couldn't see it at the moment. It's double deaf. So this one, I think I did this one next. So another thing for bear, actually, sometimes, although bear is making a polar bear and Paddington bear, it can also be if you bear something, you can stand it, you can bear it, and that got me to crossing a river gives me a strand. A strand, yeah, which is does if you desert someone, you leave them stranded on a desert island. So looking at this one again, you said softly compiling crosswords in distressing. Now looking at what I've got here, and the fact I've got two clues that end in ing, or two parts of the clue, compiling and distressing, made me think maybe there's an ing in there. And then that got me to thinking about the clue actually in compiling crosswords. Well, crosswords is setting, and therefore actually it's upsetting. Now I'll explain that. So we've got you said, so literally if you say the letter U, it's a U, and then softly is P for piano in musical notation, and then compiling crosswords is setting, and distressing is upsetting. Okay, now we're back here. Finally got into the anagram-y thing and managed to did I get it at this point? Or did I get down here? I went down here, I think, actually. Let's get down here and look at these first. Loud old stringed instrument or wind instrument. So not a lot of help there. Actually, I did get this one, and this one here, numbers of is actually a bit of a misdirection. I've actually forgotten what the word is. It's actually numbers. It's not numbers. It's numbers, which makes it What was it? I'm gonna have to actually use the thing, I think. Pearl's Eye link. What was it? It's I did this 10 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. I've forgotten already. Plane. It was play. Was it play? Painkillers. That's what it was. It was painkillers. So yeah, painkillers numb the pain, don't they? So it's a misdirection on. Oh, excuse me. Misdirection on how to say numbers. There we go. Now this clue here suddenly becomes very easy, I think, with the loud old stringed instrument or wind instrument. Well, what wind instrument fits in there is a flute, and what we've got is loud is F. So again, musical notation. We have P for piano. F is means play loudly. I think it's forte. I'm not entirely sure about that. Old stringed instrument is a lute. This one, metal. That is extremely rare. Making a pair of cups. Saw a pair of cups. Thought, sounds like it could be a brassiere joke. Metal is a brass. Oh, we've got that is extremely rare. So extremely rare means take the first and last letters RE, and then we just need to put IE for that is in there to get to brassiere. Books dealing with what waiter or tennis player does. Well, waiters or tennis players serve. Books is to reserve. Reserves. Oh, if I can type, I'd be deadly. Let's go across to this one. Urge. I thought impel. That is gripping politician. A politician's an MP. On left. That is again. So we've got MP in IE on top of L for left. This one. Disapprove of affected behaviour after work. So I was thinking after work is op. Affected behaviour. So I kind of put it could be op there, but actually I think after I kind of thought no, it's a sort of double P bluff, so to speak. And then the only thing I can think of which begins OPP to get to disapprove of is to oppose. Affected behaviour. I guess if you're so affected behaviour in sense of if you're affecting an air or behaviour, you're posing. So that's that. Wrong function for a mathematician. So a wrong is a sin. So I went through the mathematical functions: sin, tan, cos, sine. Sin is sine, tan is tangent, cosine. Those things. So sin is a wrong. Over here, let's look at this one. Topless fan in part of cricket match. Saw a V, thought over. A topless fan. Well, a fan is a lover. Take off the L, gives you over. Down to this one. That lady. Let's just scroll down a little bit more. Get that on screen. That lady. I thought her. Following Parisian is. So French word for is est. Esther sounds like a girl, is a lady's name, so I guess there's a Persian queen called Esther. I can go with that. Growing roses well in greenhouse, not entirely. So I had a little look at this, looking at clue. Thought there might be some kind of anagram, and then I spotted that actually no, it's just swelling. It's a hidden word. So the not entirely telling us that's a hidden word. There we go. So now what have I got left? I've got three clues left. I've got rid of the need to scroll down. That's good. So I went back to this clue. Hero sent in rocks. This is a fake rock. I was looking. I like to look at them this way. And looking at that, I could see that's probably a stone. So, and then I was looking at the clue. Hero sent in rocks, and I realised actually that if I'm getting stone, there's a stone in there. Oh, sent is most of stone. So actually, it's just an anagram of hero sent in stone, which when you figure it out is rhinestone. That then brought me back to this one and my letters. So there's my H for hot, and I thought, oh, it's just simple as it's CH, and then what I've got left for a kind of metal and a capital put in there is chrome. And finally went back to one across. So how frustrating is that to have done the whole puzzle and still not got one across? Fortunately, although I had one short alphabet for the first letter before, I this time kind of sat and thought about it and finally came up with contests. So if you challenge something, you contest it, and a criminal trial is a contest, are they? I guess they are. So there you go. So that's the whole puzzle. Hopefully that explains it to you if you've got any questions, put them down in the comments. I really apologise for not being able to do that as a live solve straight through, but hopefully the explanations help. Thank you for watching.